Okay, we're back. What we're going to do now is we're going to do the top of the tassel. The tassel's right here, okay? So we're going to go up here and we're going to notch it. Alright, and we're going to bring this down and around. And we're going to trim that out a little bit, just like so. We'll redefine this line again, a little bit deeper, a little bit later. But we're just getting the idea where the tassel is going to go. I didn't draw it on this side. So, draw your line around. We're going to follow that on the other side as well. I'm using a Murphy knife if you're wondering. Actually, I bought this from Don Schwartz at the Hillcrest Carving. It's actually one of the knives my students would use if you're a beginner. It really is a handy little knife. I use it a lot. I enjoy it because I can do a lot of detail work with it, a lot of rough out work. A lot of times when you have a knife, you have a couple of different ones. You usually have a detail knife and a roughing knife. The only difference between the two is one is more of a the difference, I'm trying to tell you, the difference is the length of the blade. Your detail knives are smaller, and they're meant to do like the eyes and things like that. And then your roughing knife is more to take off a lot of wood at one time. But this kind of is a nice blade. It's about an inch. Let me see how far it is here. Hang on just a second here. Just about an inch and a quarter, and that's about as long. An inch and a half is a bit long. I have one here that's an inch and a half, and I'm always choking up on it where I think it would have been better if it was a little bit shorter. So I'm going to go on either side of the tassel, straight in, as you can see, and we're going to notch that out. There we go. And take this out there. Alright. We'll probably go up a little further on that. Let's go up a little further. Just alright, there we go. Alright. Now I'm going to start chopping some of this out. I have a dark mark, probably from some pen or something I had sitting around, but that won't matter. I'm going to paint it anyway. I'm just rounding off the top for his hat and getting off the rough stuff there. Okay, we're going to bring this down a lot yet. This is just again, we're going to come down a little further here as well. We're going to come down a little bit more. A lot of this is going to come off yet. Way too thick. Alright, so we're going to bring this down a little bit more in here. Okay, good. Now we're going to cut that a little bit further as well. Just cut it down a little bit more. The actual brick, you know, the chimney that we do, it really is not that difficult. It's a little bit more of a precision work because you've got to make the line straight and stuff. And if you ever wondered about chip carving, it kind of reminds me of that, because it's, you know, you're just drawing lines and cutting the cuts and stuff. You know, it's not a big deal. Alright, I'm going to bring this down a little bit more as well. Alright, I have that there. Alright, good. I'm going to take this out a little bit more as well, right in here. right in here. We're going to just kind of make that a little bit deeper. Make it look like the hat's swooping inward in here like this. Okay. Make that tassel stick out a little further. That's good. But I'm going to try to keep bringing this down a little bit more. Not so blocky at the top. There's so many variations you can do with these blocks, and the nice thing about having everything the same size, I for one, I like to cut some of these ahead of time, and then whatever I want to work on for Santas, you know, I just grab one out of the box and say, okay, I want to do a 6-inch Santa, or I want to do a 3-inch shorty. You know, I can do a lot of the same, use the same block for a lot of different projects, which makes it really nice. It's amazing the amount of different things you can make out of the same thing. It always kind of amazed me. Alright. Alright, so that's where that's at. Now we'll start with the face in a little bit here. It's not a whole lot to it. What we're going to do here is we have the nose right here. Right? And we'll have the nose over here. Remember, this is the center line right here, so kind of try to make it the same. I like the noses to be a little bit on the fat side. Let me see if I can do that a little better from over here. A little more even. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my knife. I have the nose drawn, and we're going to put eyes in him. And I'm getting in the habit of making these eyes look in a different direction than straight ahead, either to the side or up. And then you're going to cut it really deep right underneath the hat, okay? And we're going to cut that out a little bit at a time. You know, you don't have to do it all in one cut, folks. You can go back a few times until you get it to the desired depth you want.